Hi, Kiwi. All right, we are back at Hades 1 now. I'm really, really not in the mood for the sword. I openly acknowledge that it is by far my worst weapon, and I've had a very long week. I feel exhausted, and I really just, I don't have it in me. So I'm gonna pick a weapon that is kind of my comfort zone. Maybe, why don't we go Aspect of Zagreus? Like, I have no experience with the Zagbow.
My Aspect of Coronacht is stronger now.
We'll level it up all the way. We have the Titan Blood to afford. We get 15% crit chance on the attack. So we'll go the Artemis. It'll kind of be the same way we were planning on maybe doing the Nemesis sword. We'll take the Aspect of Zagreus, we'll get Artemis on the attack, and we'll go from there. But forgive me, I do not have the sword in me today. I feel so very tired. And, alright, we need 12 heat, so I can take some things off here. Why don't we drop Benefits package and toss on an extra Jury Summons? Oh, wait, I don't even need to do that. Okay, cool. So, 10 heat, Aspect of Zagreus with the Adamant Arrowhead, the Artemis Keepsake, in other words. Let's go ahead and begin our run.
What's life without a little pain?
I need something safe and predictable and fun. And while I wouldn't necessarily call the Zagreus bow fun, I can make it work. Triple shot or special? Definitely triple shot here. Triple shot is always a decent option, especially if we're going to be aiming for a crit chance. For now, it's kind of weak, but crits are very powerful. All we need is a very strong... We need a good Artemis attack boon, and then we just go from there, I think.
All right, who's next?
Anyway, in other news, so the reason why I'm so exhausted, is I have finally finished my really big final work week before I start to pull back for the winter, which is nice. I mean, it was a very exhausting week. I probably took more work than I strictly should have, but I'm okay with what I took. I would say it was a 50-50 in terms of positive versus stressful experience, but if that causes a net neutral, I guess overall no harm, no foul. Well, there's always harm done when you have a bad day, but I'm doing all right. I'm physically exhausted, and maybe a little bit emotionally exhausted from all the things going on in the background, but overall, I'm okay. And I have a vacation that I'm eagerly looking forward to.
Your name, it means great hunter, Zagreus. I guess your mother Nyx must have expected someday that you'd pick up a few pointers from myself.
Somehow I doubt that, but okay. And we're offered her dash strike. I could re-roll for her attack, but we want her dash strike anyway. We'll take it for now. And then coin versus Dionysus versus HP. Dionysus on the special isn't a terrible option here, so I guess I'll take that. It'll make it so we can get status privilege a little bit more easily, perhaps. But basically the way we play Zagbow is we just focus on dashing, charging up an attack, and then repeating.
Lord Dionysus, mate. You must have no shortage of supreme vintage at your disposal, but this one's from me.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't already maxed him out, considering how often we run Dionysus-type builds.
Why, Zach, how positively thoughtful, man. I mean, I love it. Positively love this stuff, and I am very moved that you would think of me for it.
Always, Dionysus. You have some of the strongest builds.
Heard you wrestled with some satyrs near the surface, Zag. Nice work making it that far, and I just want to let you know that they are definitely not my crew, man. Satyrs I know aren't like that at all.
Alright, let's see. So yeah, we'll take a special here. It'll give us a reasonable shot at getting status privilege going on enemies. We just need a decent attack boon. I'm going to go for Artemis's attack boon, so I guess it'll have to be the cast more so.
Hey, Prince. So you do know Baldy's just a plain old rock with a few lines chiseled into him resembling a face, don't you? Chiseled into it, I mean. Just so you don't get the wrong idea.
This is a joke, right, Sisyphus? This is definitely a joke. There's no way Baldy is just a rock. Baldy's more than just a rock. See, Baldy knows.
Now, sir, we both know full well Baldy's much more than that. You really think I doubt the power of Baldy after everything we've been through?
No, it was just a jest there at Baldy's expense. Look at him. He gets so annoyed when I call him a plain old rock like that. But then he calls me an old lazy lump, and then we're even for a while.
See, told you. All right, I knew it was fake. All right, we're gonna take the darkness here, I think, because we need to stack that up.
Not to worry.
We've got a parent and child to reunite after all. And we're actually almost I think we're about halfway there to affording their reunion, which is cool. I'm curious to see if that has any influence on anything other than just story progression. Because, like, sometimes we get characters to interact with each other because they, like, maybe we'll have some custom dialogue with Hades or remarking on Nyx's relationship for a change.
Delicious.
All right, we'll take the dash strike up. That's fine.
Sharpen my
Stop or more
senses.
Artemis? We'll take more Artemis. I think what we're looking for are pressure points, support fire.
This place.
Anything else? I don't actually know. What's her? I forget what her. Oh, her duo with Dionysus might be nice because I believe it makes you have a higher crit chance per stack of Hangover. That would be pretty good. Okay, there's her attack. Support fire sounds fun, especially at an epic level, but it's only 14 damage per hit. So we'll go with Deadly Strike. 15% to crit and 28% more damage. And then we'll take another palm and put that on the attack. Sounds great. The other consideration here is, Exilment. So we are looking for Chaos Gates because Chaos has things that upgrade our dash strike and upgrade our attack, so it can kind of double up. The attacks, anything that boosts attack will boost dash strike automatically. Dash strike is individual. It does not benefit regular attack. But, like, look at those juicy crits we're already getting, and that's just starting out.
Power of Olympus.
All right, 36% damage on the attack now. Excellent. We'll take the extra coin, too.
Why you?
That palm sounds nice on the attack, but I think better off just going for a nice juicy chaos boon and hoping that it is exactly what we want. Triple shot is pretty nice for dealing with these kind of clumps of enemies. It would be better if it were on Rama, of course, because Rama just has huge AoE.
Useless.
Not now.
But I am very happy to receive that amount of coin.
All right.
And I think already this bow build is doing pretty well what it's supposed to do.
Shiny.
All right, Chaos.
Not be with you, son of Hades. You need merely choose its shape.
All right, what have we got? HP, cast gem, or attacking foes from behind. None of these really entice me. I could consider the HP since we've kind of been avoiding Centaur hearts, but I'm gonna reroll and hope for an attack or a
No thanks.
dash strike attack. Okay. All right. Can't use my special, or I'll take damage for 3 rooms, but 60% more dash strike damage is still pretty solid. Pardon me? Oh, I've got something in the back of my throat real bad. All right, so
Should not have done that.
right, force of habit, use the special there. Oh well. I think it's all the time I played Rama. I'm like in Rama brain mode right now because Rama, you want to hit every enemy with your special to do more damage with it. But this bow feels pretty darn strong actually right now. I'm kind of surprised by how good it feels. Nothing from the Wall of Charon that I particularly want, so on to the next room, which is HP. Cool. Let's see. So we'll stack up some HP naturally over time. Maybe not a whole lot, but just enough to make it matter. Oops. I did not mean to dash a second time there. Whoop. Yeah. Triple strike with a chance to crit is always funny. Artemis can be extremely powerful on the right hands, and we've got a base, I think, 30% chance of critting because we fully upgraded the Zag bow. So all in all, we've got a decent build right now. You know what I should do is when we get to the Furies, I should cast my Chthonic Companion and see what they say about Sisyphus just dropping in. I think I will skip the shop here and just go for the HP. All right.
That's life.
That is life, I suppose. I just used the special, didn't I not get hit for that? I think we still have Chaos's
I'm back,
debuff.
ladies.
I guess we know the drill by now, don't we? Not that I don't enjoy our little arguments, in my own way.
Okay, I still have... I guess it doesn't affect me in, like, safe rooms like that, maybe? I don't know, but
You can keep this up.
look at that damage, though. Like, we chunk her if we get a meat shot like that. I need to stop using my cast. Oof, look at her HP. Okay, hold on. Sisyphus dropping in.
Get her, Voldy.
Could you, Zacharias?
Oh, oops. I forgot she had one more phase. Oopsie. Well, that was a waste. Oh well, it's fine. Can we stop getting hit? Perfect.
Oh, I'm cursed.
Wow, I really like just have my mental ingrained in using the special there. All right, Fury's done. This bow already feels very strong.
The other two took off. My chaos boon evolved a new effect.
And now we have 60% more dash strike damage, which we're almost always going to be dash striking with the bow, because if you haven't noticed, the dash strike with the bow makes you use the fully charged power shot a lot faster.
Cannot be relied upon.
So we got
Asphodel.
Artemis.
Which one?
I want her duo with Dionysus. So I could take Dionysus here. Alternatively, Athena and Aphrodite have decent combo duos with Demeter, or Demeter with Artemis as well. Or I just go all in on the Palm Blossom and stack more levels on the boons I currently have. That doesn't sound as fun though. We'll take Dionysus for 2 reasons. 1, the duo. 2, we can hopefully get enough encounters to upgrade his keepsake a bit further. Maybe get it to that 3rd tier finally. All right, nothing from the Well of Charon or Pool of Purging that I want to engage with. So on to the next floor. But I'm kind of surprised. The aspect of Zagreus feels way stronger than I expected it to. Like, it doesn't have a lot going for it, but I guess crit chance is all it needs. Because a little bit of Artemis, a little bit of crit chance, and we're stacking up our damage real nice. I don't think I'm going to take the Erebus Gate here. I can because I have enough heat, but I don't think it's to my benefit to risk that for a Dionysus. And the Palm of Power has potentially just as much benefit to me as the Palm. Or, sorry, as the Dionysus. Objectively speaking, Dionysus probably has a little bit more to offer me, but a Palm of Power means more damage on the attack or the Hunter's Mark. So I think I'm okay. All right, we're critting for 323, which is pretty great, especially if we hit all 3 hits. All right, so 7% more dash strike damage, or 6% more on the attack. I think the attack we're going to be using more, so we'll go that route. HP, or sorry, what? My goodness, I think I'm insane. It's my exhaustion. My exhaustion is showing me, or my exhaustion is showing on me. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take the Hermes room though, because I need a little bit more of everything. Imagine if we got like rush delivery and hyper sprint going. That would be crazy good. You know, a fun build that I could probably go is a Athena build with the special, and just make a wall of you can't hit me with projectiles.
Yes, I'm referring to the act of beating down my seemingly invincible boatman associate, who fancies himself pretty tough as underworld deities go. He wasn't sure you had it in you, and if I may be so bold, neither was I.
Well, thanks for your vote of confidence, I guess. All right, hyper sprint, 1 more dash. Both of these are decent. Hyper sprint scales better with rush delivery, so maybe I take that. I don't feel like I need a 3rd dash. A 3rd dash is never the wrong option, though. It's just an amazing defensive tool. But I think I'm gonna go hyper sprint. Shop or trial or Dionysus. Let's take the trial. We'll take Artemis first because I think, I don't really know who's easier to deal with between the 2 of them, but I like Artemis better. Huh. All right, 2% crit chance. Sure, why not?
Zag, and here I thought that we were cool. You hurt my pride there, man. I guess I'm gonna have to hurt yours.
All right. We'll see how well that goes for you, bud. Need to be careful because I don't really see Dionysus's little poison circles on the ground very well. They don't really stand out to me in this room. I guess they kind of blend in with the ground. That's the one thing I think I have the biggest issue with the trial is like Poseidon and Elysium and Tartarus. Aphrodite's attack is kind of hard to see as well. Like, I just don't see the little things that the gods cast on the floor or in the room very well. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, 1 crit on this bow and I'm hitting good. I should try this on Rama.
You know what, man? I'm not even angry after that. What was I even going off about? Do you recall?
A little bit, but I won't bring it up here. Okay, none of these are really that exciting to me. I guess what did I even want from Dionysus in the first place? Your cast is Festifog, more... Peer pressure sounds kind of awful because enemies have to stand next to each other for 4 seconds, and then the hangover damage itself isn't that great. And bad influence is only good if there are a lot of enemies in the room. I don't think I waste a reroll here, though, do I? Let's do it.
Let's see what else.
Okay, premium vintage is way better, because that'll benefit us with HP and palm levels. Pressure points plus 1 level. Okay, so that's like another 1% crit. Demeter or Ares now? I guess we could go Ares for hunting blades, potentially. Demeter could give us rare crop and make our damage better, so I think I'm gonna go that route. Not that I expect to see rare crop, but it would be cool if we found it. All right, the Death Barge, away we go. Anyway, some very exciting news I should bring up. Kiwi, the Hades 2 just got a major patch, which is really exciting. I don't know if it's been 5 months. I feel like it can't possibly have been 5 months. But I think I was watching a Halion video and he said something about 5 months. I'm like, that just doesn't sound right. There's no way it could be. I'd have to look it up to know for sure. But hooray, we have a new Hades 2 patch. Now, I won't go into too much detail about it because I'm sure there are people who want to avoid spoilers.
Achieve your goal and see the surface world, Zagreus. I've but one bit of knowledge to impart. Don't ever fall for mortals. Use them if you must, but do not waste your love on those who waste away.
She's hurting from her relationships that have led her this way, I suppose. That was that sentence made sense, right? She misses her husband. She's lamenting the loss of Kore, or Persephone as she prefers being called. Anyway, Crystal Beam, Frozen Touch. None of these are super exciting. Snowburst is useless to us. I guess Frozen Touch is decent because it at least slows all the enemy that hits me and makes it, it's a good defensive option, I suppose.
Very cool.
Very cool indeed, Zag. Anyway, so that'll be our plan for here. So, Hades 2, like, I popped my head in for like one run. I was actually playing it at the hotel that I was staying at for work. And, there has been a lot of balancing happening since I last played on the channel, and honestly, like, I remember Hades 2 feeling very difficult, especially as you start getting into their fear system, which is the heat system equivalent. And
should fetch me something.
I honestly felt like Hades 2 was more difficult than Hades 1, and I think I still maintain that opinion overall. But Eurydice, excellent. I maintain the opinion that Hades 2 is overall more difficult, but I think it just wasn't fully balanced because it was very early on in its open access, or its early access.
Hey, you two, how's everything lately? On speaking terms again? Or singing terms?
Oh, things are going very wonderfully, my friend. I never thought I'd see Eurydice again, after I...
Orphe still just can't shut up about that time, hun, but we're making progress. Thanks for having him stop by. I'm sure he needed plenty of encouragement.
Orphe needs his encouragement, alright. So, I could go for upgraded rarity. It has the chance of hitting premium vintage. Actually, I don't think this can get upgraded, can it? I appreciate that Orpheus continues singing while we're talking with Eurydice. That's a nice little touch. Alright, it may be able to affect Frozen Touch. I think there's a pretty decent chance it hits any of these boons. Honestly, would be decent to hit, so I'm going to take Ambrosia Delight here. All right, so it hit Hyper Sprint. I didn't realize. I forgot that Hyper Sprint was even an option to hit. But more dash strike damage. Okay, certainly decent for us since our dash strike is already pretty empowered. And another Artemis. Let's take this first.
One of my boons got stronger.
Deadly Strike. Excellent. So that's another bit of damage on the attack. And then, oh yeah, Hunter's Mark, absolutely more crit chance. Love that. So if basically we're at the point where if an enemy is marked with Hunter's Mark, we use the Aspect of Zagreus. We have Deadly Strike.
Not really in a talking mood this time, Lernie.
That is a 60% crit chance, and then we also have pressure points, so potentially even more than that. That's cool. Look at Lernie just getting melted here. Oof, those heads did not have a good time there. Yeah, see, this is the thing about Artemis. She is extremely strong as per the speedrunner's opinion, and as per my opinion, I don't have enough of an opinion because I never ran her in my original playthrough. I always felt like her base damage was too low, but maybe I'm missing something fundamental because, like, look at us just melt these heads into nothing. Get one point blank shot and they're just gone. Alright, Lernie. Like, I don't even care that I'm going to be on the lava. I'm going to heal from the fountain. It kills Lernie faster if I just do this. What a, that boss got melted.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off?
Alright.
No?
I am willing to acknowledge that this is a very potently strong build.
Seems you're off to cooler climates then.
We definitely got lucky with that very early triple strike. Triple shot is always a good option in this kind of a run. Alright. I guess I don't really care what god I see next, so maybe I just toss on the Palm Blossom and get a couple extra levels? Or I level something else up. Feels like a waste. This only needs one more encounter. Let's do the Palm Blossom. More fun that way. More crit, potentially. Nothing I particularly want from the Well of Charon. Nothing I want to sell. Onwards and upwards.
To the top.
Yeah, so I don't mind if I get a couple levels on the special because the poison trickle from Dionysus' passives are quite strong, all things considered. They add up very quickly. Because like, what do we have right now? I think 7 damage per half a second. So that's 14 times 5 is 70 damage a second. So yeah, that's a pretty solid amount of damage. We do not need more HP, I feel, at this time. We're sitting very pretty on our Death Defiances. Yeah, look at that. Our base attack damage is 100, and we crit without anything fancy for 400 or 300 at least. Yeah. I think we're doing pretty darn fine here. Honestly, it's at the point where I could consider trying to make this my fastest run. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's definitely set up for... I've been running pretty casually, all things considered. How did I not take damage there? I guess it died.
Of the gods.
It must have died before it exploded, so... Well, obviously, it died before it exploded. So... I guess we'll take the extra 12% crit chance from Hunter's Mark. That's pretty good.
Blessing.
Basically, almost guaranteed a crit if something's marked with Hunter's Mark. That's pretty crazy. Poseidon is not the kind of god I'm looking for here. Honestly, like, the game wants me to fill my god pool, and I get that, but why did it have to be Poseidon? Like, I guess I take his cast and move on with my life, but it doesn't really fit my build because I want to be kind of point blank with enemies. And Poseidon will push them away if I cast into them. Alright, what will this treasure trove contain for us, Kiwi? If it's HP, we skip it out, right? If it's coin or meta progression, we'll gladly take it. I don't think you can tell in advance what's going to be in the Infernal Trove. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Whenever Dionysus calls a feast, I'm turning up sooner or later, hear me, nephew? So make room for one more blessing and let's go.
Man, I could go for a feast. Alright. Ooh, Hydraulic Might. You know what? That'll speed things along.
The sea god's might.
And we'll gladly take some gems.
Come, heroes of Elysium, and vanquish the intruder.
We definitely need to make sure that our living space looks as fancy as possible at all times.
No way.
I expected more from the Exalted.
That was pretty fast. Alright, and then we've got a Hermes or a hammer. Oof, the hammer is really, really enticing. If we get like point blank shot, we will have so much damage potential. But we will probably see this hammer in Styx if we don't take it now. And Hermes does always have that juicy potential rush delivery chance. So I think I'm going that route for now. So I guess, what do I want from the rest of this run? Basically, I feel like it's just funny if I stack as much crit chance as possible at this point. So anything that involves that, anything that gives crit chance will be great. So the Dionysus-Artemis duo, I don't think Aphrodite gives any increased crit chance. She just, what she does is she increases the damage dealt by our crits, I believe is how she works. I think it's Heartrend, and it does 150% increased crit damage, which, if we want to see the biggest numbers possible, still works very well for us. All right, Hermes, what have you got?
I accept this message.
Come on, rush delivery. Greater haste 40%, or 3 more dashes. Can't reroll. Both of these are kind of fun. Greater haste is funnier because I'm faster. Dashing, I mean, I'd never get hit again, kind of. Well, I definitely would. I'm gonna take greater haste, it's more fun.
Not yet.
Just watch how fast we go in a second. Someone play the really janky Sonic music. Okay, we'll take the hammer here. Oh, it wasn't that was the mid shop, so cool. So we'll have a chance to buy things in the shop later, and we're getting offered another, like, right before the boss room kind of chaos boon. Awesome. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us. These poor little flame wheels just die in one hit. They never stood a chance. All right. Ugh. Unfortunate. So we got Sniper Shot, which is distant foes. It does more damage too. It does not synergize with Triple Shot well at all. Alternatively, Concentrated Volley or Piercing Volley really don't do much of anything for us. So I guess I take Sniper Shot because we're building off of the attack, and if I do hit something from far away, at least it's going to take that more damage. But really doesn't do much for us. I'm not that super excited about Poseidon, so we'll take the Palm here. Although I guess I should have taken Poseidon out of interest for speed, because mini bosses tend to will die very quickly, whereas these rooms will be a lot slower overall, I'd say. Pool of Purging. Could sell something for extra coin, make sure that I can afford anything good at Styx.
That one's regenerating.
Where? Where's he regenerating? Oh, it was the one that was standing next to me. Cute. Maybe I should have taken the Piercing Volley, the one that does more damage to armor, because these armored foes are a little bit annoying to deal with. I guess the real reality of it is, when I was talking about the damage that comes from Dionysus' special,
The power of the gods.
we're unlikely to get the full number of stacks on it. This is like the worst possible set of options for my Palm, but I guess I'll take Hydraulic Might for that extra 60% damage. There's Poseidon again with another mini-boss. I don't want the HP. We'll take the mini-boss this time. Hi, Asterius. Good to see you.
I expected you to reappear. Let us fight.
I can't hit him. I guess, oh, geez, I did not mean to dash right back into him there. 578 damage on that crit there. Look how fast we are. I'm just gonna go melee mode. Like, I'm gonna get hit, and I'm okay with this. Just look at that damage. I don't know if you can even hear the whistle that I just did. It's okay if you can't. Wait for him to jump. Oh, I got clipped by that, just barely. I was like just barely in range of it because I got caught on the wall. Alright, we've got status privilege going, so I can do as much damage as I want here. But gotta bail out for that.
Stop.
Oh right, I forgot I have Sisyphus. I should use him. He'll give me some HP, so I'll save him for the boss fight. But I need to remember to use him.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, we'll take Sunken Treasure. I don't really care about the other options. His call is fine, but it's not that exciting. It's not that fun. I mean, it is actually pretty fun, all things considered, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I feel like we have everything we need in this build except for some juicy duos. So at this point, what does it matter if I just take the things that benefit the long-term progression rather than the short-term? Anyway, I was going to talk about, again, Hades 2 just got a major patch, and I won't go into too much details about the actual content, but it did entice me to briefly pop my head back into the game. And I was playing this in a hotel, so I was using my little portable laptop that can't run the game nearly as well. It's a bit laggy. I played on a mouse and keyboard, which I never do, and oh, it was a little bit rough, but it honestly overall felt way easier than I remembered it being. And I don't know if that's due to me having played a whole bunch of Hades 1 now. Oops, crap. I accidentally cut him off there, sorry. Like, I need to be in range so he's audible.
Forgive me, stranger, for in retrospect, I was too terse after you told me what became of my Achilles. Tales of his climactic battle I had heard. The stuff about his ashes and my own, that was all new.
It's like there's a fine line between being audible with him and not triggering him to stop his dialogue immediately. So I apologize for cutting him off there.
No need to even ask forgiveness, sir. Achilles is one of my closest friends, but he doesn't care to talk about himself, about those times. It must be very painful for the both of you.
Oh, we've all seen our share of pain by now. But knowing that he cared for me in the end, after the end, it dulls the feeling of it for a bit. as do these conversations, I guess.
He's warming up to us slowly, so I could get my Death Defiance that I lost back, but I think Cyclops Jerky just sounds so much more fun. 60% more attack damage for 10 encounters. Sounds great. And then we have 1100 coin. I can buy out this shop and still be able to afford the Titan Blood on the next floor. I think this is fine. Demeter. Is there anything I want from Demeter? I guess I could take her call.
I'll take it.
Or not. I could also not take her call. I guess that's fine too, you know. Alright, Ravenous Will, 10% less damage, and 10% more damage when not carrying a gem, a Bloodstone. We'll need to remember to use... Okay, Theseus, no need to shout.
Try as you might, monster, you shall not shake either my own resolve or that of my dear friend.
Whatever you say, have a boldy.
Sisyphus.
Hello there, Prince.
Look out, Asterius!
The nice thing about these guys is because they're a pair of bosses, I can get Hunter's Mark on them and just get all of the juicy crits. Well, I just face tanked a whole lot of Bullman in one hit. I guess can I use Sisyphus twice in one fight? Oh, hello, Bull. Get a good meat shot there. All right, phase 2. I need to be careful with Asterius because I'm very prone to dashing into his attacks. And I think that's where I lost. No, I didn't lose my Death Defiance to that earlier, did I? Maybe I did. Oh dear. I would really enjoy not losing my last Death Defiance, so I might have to play a little bit safer. Or pop another Asterius? No, Sisyphus. There we go. I think we're fine.
Dare you, monster!
If I play this right...
Lord Ares, lend me your might!
I'm not gonna play this right. Whoop. Oh, did I have more dashes or did I just get lucky there? I'm not sure which. There we go. Oh, nope, never mind. And there we go. A little sketchy, but we managed to pull through.
That ought to make Theseus shove it for a bit.
Got them again, my shade.
Ooh, we are so fast with hyper sprint going. This is kind of funny. Like, look at us. Zoom, zoom.
Already made it that far, have you, boy?
All right, 94 HP, 2 Death Defiances. A little sketchy with how I'm playing, but I think we're fine. What I will do is, do I have any defensive options that need leveling? Harpy Feather Duster. Skull Earring would be pretty funny with our DPS. I think I'll take... Why don't we take the Spike Collar? See if we can get this maxed out while we're up here. That'll make us fairly defensive, but also have some progression. Plus 3 HP for 33 coin. Take it gladly. I think that's it. Let's see. Do I want to sell any of this? I could sell Hydraulic Might, but it'll be valuable in Styx, so I'll hold on to it for now. Anyway,
check.
I guess one thing I should talk about with Hades 2 is that comparing it to Hades 1, I feel like both are phenomenal standalone games, and of course you're going to have to draw parallels when you have a sequel. But Hades 2 felt like a complete package the day it went into early access. Like, obviously there were things missing, but it felt like you could tell there were parts that were unfinished, of course. But overall, it felt like it was everything it needed to be. We're not getting... we have the option of potentially getting a Dionysus duo there, okay. Poseidon, what are you even doing here? You're not welcome in this kitchen. I will save my coin because we are 1 coin off of that diamond. I guess I start with Dionysus. No, let me take this Poseidon. We have so many Poseidon. I may as well start with Poseidon. See if we get his call. I'll take his call this time, or his cast, I suppose. And then it puts us in line for potentially a duo with Dionysus. Not that I think we need it or want it, but at least we have the option. I forget what. Oh, you know what? It's the one that makes bosses do like 10% more less damage, I think. Or maybe it's the one that makes projectiles slower. I forget. But either way, it's not that exciting. I really would have loved to see a Dionysus duo with Artemis. Maybe I avoid taking something that could put me in line for Dionysus's duo with Poseidon. That way I can guarantee the Artemis duo. But
it's no use.
Could sell. It really wants me to sell these 3 options and only those 3 options, and none of those are things I wish to sell. Sorry, game. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is, I think, like, I remember Hades 2 being a much harder game, but that was likely due to where it was in terms of balancing when I first played it. Like, I had a lot of losses, I think, when I was playing it. Fair number of wins, too, but definitely more, I think, unlike this playthrough on Hades 1, where I have more, definitely at this point, more wins than losses, it did not feel like that was the case for Hades 2. And I'm not saying I dislike it because it was difficult. I think, honestly, it was just the weapons meshed better with my play senses in Hades 1 than Hades 2. Like, clearly the bow, the rail, the gauntlets, the shield, maybe even the spear, they all play well for me. So I don't get a choice here. I have to take something that makes me potentially get a duo, so I'll take his aid, because I don't really want his call, or his cast, rather. Right, let's buy this diamond. Oh, or not. I misclicked. 3% more attack damage, or... Okay, we're taking the 3% more attack damage. Never mind. That was unfortunate. We're going to take Dionysus here and hope that we get his duo with Artemis, although I have my expectations set since we have no rerolls left that we're probably not getting it. One can dream, though.
Can't do that.
Anyway. What I wanted to say about the whole situation, though, is I think I will come to like Hades 2 a lot more the more I play it. I'm just not playing it right now because I don't want to, like, experience it until it is its full package. And I think that's a fine way to be. I don't care about spoilers. Like, spoilers I don't mind, personally, but I know there are a lot of people who do, so I'm gonna, like, not say much more than that. But
no use. I
think they're doing a phenomenal job with it, and I'm very much looking forward to the final product and seeing where the story heads. And then I will say it does overall feel a fair bit easier now that it is had a whole lot of balancing patches around reworking certain. Darn it. Unfortunately, we did not get a single duo boon this entire run that we cared about. I guess I just take Tribby Shot because, oh well.
A special treat for Cerberus.
Oh well. I guess we just we buy our our diamond and head on our way out.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
On the bright side, we'll be able to watch how much I crit for when I go point blank on Hades, and it'll be pretty funny, I imagine. But yeah, I think I need to play around more with the weapons in Hades 2. None of them quite fit my playstyle the way a lot of the weapons in this one do. They don't have any, like, amazing long-range options, it felt, except for maybe the aspect of Pan, which I won't describe. I won't go into any more detail, because, again, I'm going to avoid...
Show me everything you've learned of how to fight.
I'm going to avoid discussing spoilers here, so that's what I'll say. Hades 2 is phenomenal. It's a work in progress, but it is beautiful. The soundtrack is outstanding, and the gameplay is what you come to expect from Supergiant Games, building off of their best IP yet. And I couldn't be happier just enjoying that game every moment I can, but we've got a fair bit of Hades 1 to beat before we even start talking about Hades 2 again. Although I am thinking about maybe uploading one new video to demonstrate a new weapon that was released with the most recent patch. Because I did try one of every aspect and one of every weapon, I think, in my original playthrough. And now there are some new ones, so I should probably include those, you know? Just for consistency's sake. Alright, watch this. Well, bam. Oh, never mind. Didn't get a single crit there. Okay. So Hunter's Mark does work on those little skull gems that he tosses out. I don't know why, but in a previous run, it didn't feel like it did.
You asked for this.
I know I have a full call, and I couldn't care any more about it. Oh, jeez. Okay, calm down, Dad. So we're just critting for 417, like three at a time, which is pretty funny.
I thought Achilles taught you to be quick.
No. I mean, yes. I am quick now. Happy? You are slow. Ow. Alright, well, that's what I get for taunting him, but I know I'm not losing this fight, so I'm just turning my brain off and trying to go for the meat shot crits. Would have been cool if he used any of his laser attacks at any point. But man, we were stacked on this build.
I failed you again. How?
Crit stacking. Crit stacking, Dad. That's what happened.
Is no escape.
So let's see what our actual crit chance was.
See you at home.
All right, so 15% from Zagreus, 15% from our attack. And then let's turn all these off. Or actually, I turned off the one that mattered. So Zagreus, the attack, and then we got, let's see, marked. So Hunter's Mark does 42%. And then pressure points was 3%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have had a 100% crit chance if we had gotten the Dionysus duo. No guarantees on that, but it felt like we would have. But let's go ahead and just toss triple shot on there. But let's see, altogether, 30, 72, 76, 76% crit chance. Not bad. And we're up to 23 on our win streak. Awesome.
Blood of the Titans.
Okay, you know what? I might be overshooting that. I don't think it gives that much crit chance, the
Victory was
duo.
all but certain. A fissure opens underneath the feet of the ill-fated prince, and from it vents a cloud of superheated water vapor. Steam, as it is known. And probably you know what happens next.
One underworld prince getting cooked alive. Now, presumably mortals, when they die in this game, they leave behind corpses. So what happens when the gods die in the overworld?
Really?
They just like dissolve into the Styx and disappear? Like,
Everyone, he's back!
I am back.
Guess you're here to stay.
That I am, Hypnos.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks, Mom.
I'll keep an eye on things while you go away.
Achilles, tell me more about Patroclus. I want you to be friends again.
Welcome home, boy.
Thanks, Dad.
Megara and her sisters ganged up on me that time. I didn't think anyone could talk her into working with Alecto and Tisiphone again, or even be in the same chamber.
Well, Zagreus, I'm pretty sure you did that.
I can be quite persuasive under certain circumstances, boy. Though my advice to you, not that you'll take it, is not to discuss the matter openly. Megara is a professional, but she has made her feelings on the matter clear.
Didn't think things could get any more awkward with her.
I respect that. Hades is being a good boss. He's understanding that Megara is not a big fan of
Let me know
this.
if there's something that I can do for you.
Or her relationship with her sisters is maybe a little
The
pride.
much-feared Cerberus licks endlessly at something on the floor.
Me too, Cerberus. Wait, what?
Pets? More pets.
More pets always, please. Always pet the doggy. Well, we're sitting on a whole lot of gems and a whole lot of darkness, but I'm going to keep sitting on them, and I'll just spend it all once we're ready to unlock Nyx's progression with her family. Let's see. What do I want here? All right. Definitely don't want to buy 50 gemstones for 300 darkness. That does not seem like a good expenditure.
Say, Dusa, in your work around the house, you wouldn't happen to have run into a Skelly character out in the courtyard there, have you?
Oh, not really. Because my work is in the house itself, and while the courtyard technically, it's kind of right outside, so I'm supposed to stay inside the walls. But I think I know who you mean. I've seen him, standing there just past your chamber doors. Why? Is he okay?
So, random tangent on the word okay of all things. There is a place, I think a city or like a town in Oklahoma that is called Okay, O-K-A-Y. But not only is that weird enough on its own, but if you remember, you know the abbreviation for Oklahoma, it's okay.
I think so. I hope so.
Just a fun little
I
fact.
didn't rough you up too bad last time, did I?
She looks pleased with herself there. I have seen images of Megara with her hair down, and I don't know how we make that happen, or if that is an actual real thing or a fan art.
Skillfully executed work.
Hey, Nyx, I would have you know, I'm now proud owner of my very own chthonic companion. You really built them to last. Just not very many of them, apparently. I'd all but given up on ever finding one.
I have 4.
I sensed this outcome, and it pleases me. Though you never would have simply discovered such a thing. They each are unique artifacts that must be given willingly if they are to retain their shape and power.
I have to say, and I do mean this as a compliment, it's hard for me to imagine Night Incarnate herself fashioning these little keepsakes to be given between friends.
She's a mom. Moms have fashion projects. I mean, look at my mom. She crochets like entire outfits for herself and others. She's currently like got a bunch of people who are having like baby showers, and she's crocheting baby sweaters for all of them. My mom goes really hard with her crochet work. It's really impressive. It's the reason I got into crocheting.
Do not mistake them for their unassuming look. Within them is the strength of an unbreaking bond between two souls conjoined.
And I just adore them.
They've really spruced this place up, haven't they? Cause of death, wild boars. Hakuna Matata, my friend. Hakuna Matata. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. Obviously, whatever. He's not even a boar. He's a warthog. Well, I guess that's kind of a boar, isn't it? Wow, the game really wants me to run the sword, and I don't want to.
Care to accompany me?
I don't play the sword well at all. Oh well. Why don't we go Aspect of Poseidon? Then I don't have to play the sword. I don't have to play the sword that way. So your special dislodges. So if we're gonna get the one that dislodges, we should definitely take this. Let's see, Boiling Blood. No, Stygian Infernal Soul. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I can remember the difference. Infernal Soul is consumable. Stygian Soul is regeneratable. All right, so we're gonna go with cast build presumably. Now the question is, whose cast would be good here? We've never really used Zeus's cast, so I might just try that for fun. Alternatively, Artemis with Heartrend would be really good. You know what? Ooh, okay, we've done the other way around where we've done Aspect of Poseidon with Artemis as our cast. Why don't we go Zeus and then get Lightning Rod and Heartrend, or not Heartrend, or is it Heartrend? Whatever. The one where, no, it's not, it's definitely not Heartrend. What is it? I can't remember, but when the gem leaves the enemy, they take damage. But with all that said, Kiwi,
You could be hitting me right now, boyo.
Skelly has a good point. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades action.